While you do that, I want to show you guys a ARP attack in real world. I'm going to do that and show you. Otherwise, it won't be interesting, right? So, okay, this is how you're going to do. Now, you have to understand that I'm going to use the same laptop as my Raspberry Pi and my attacking machine. Why? Because we are going to use the VNC viewer. Even though we are using the same monitor, this is a Raspberry Pi. This is not my laptop, right? This is this Raspberry Pi. You can see the Raspberry Pi inside your laptop, but it is not your laptop, right? It is another laptop. Do you guys understand that? Okay. Now I have another virtual machine. This is my attacking machine. Okay. You can think like that is me. Okay. Okay. Now I have connected to same Wi-Fi network, and I'm going to do something like this. Sudo bettercap -w LAN. I'm not going to explain the commands I use because that will take time. But if you guys interested, I can teach you guys. Okay. Now, if I say help, there are many attacks you can use. But I'm just mentioning those. We can use DNS spoof, ARP spoof, right? This is the one we are going to do now. Okay. Now, I'm going to use net.probe on, and then I'm going to use net.show. Now, in this table, can you guys see the table? Can you guys see the table? Back row? Can. Okay. Now, if you guys see the table, we can see that there is a Raspberry Pi at what? 191, right? That is our target. Guys, that is our target. And I want you guys to understand that. What is the Raspberry Pi? Where is it? Where is it? It is here. This is the Raspberry Pi. This is my Raspberry Pi. Okay. This is the victim. I am going to do the spoof for this one. Okay. I'm going to do the spoof for this one. And this is my router. My hotspot is my router. And this is the, I am the attacking machine. Right? Correct? Do you understand the setup? Okay. Now, this is how we are going to do that. Now, I'm going to, now, okay. Now, if we go to this one and open up a web browser, and if we are going to Google, right, it loads, no problem. But can we see anything in our site? There is no information. There is no information. These are garbage. Ignore those. There is no information that we can get because we are not in the middle yet. We are not in the middle. Now what we are going to do is be the man in the middle. Okay. Okay. Help ARP spoof. Now I'm going to use ARP full duplex true. Set ARP spoof full duplex true. Now, what is the target? 191. Set ARP spoof targets 192.168.43.191. Okay, correct. Now ARP ban of ARP spoof on. Now, okay, while it is rebooting, we will talk about the code. Okay, now I will explain the code. Now we have connected the buzzer to 17 pin, and we have connected the interface to WLAN 0. What is WLAN 0? That is your Wi-Fi card on your Raspberry Pi. I said that there is a Wi-Fi card on your Raspberry Pi. How to see the interfaces on your Raspberry Pi? Go to a terminal. Go to a terminal and type ifconfig. 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 Then you can see that there is WLAN 0. WLAN 0. Did you see the WLAN 0? Guys, teams? Okay. Now there is H0. What is H0? H0 is the Ethernet port you have. Okay. Now in the code, I use what? WLAN 0. Why? We are connected to the hotspot using WLAN 0. Correct? Okay, guys, please heads up. I'm going to do the ARP attack. This is how we are going to do that. Now, first, this is the router, this is the victim, and I am the attacker. First, you guys have to connect to the same subnet as the attacker. Okay. Now, if you want to hack someone, you have to connect to same Wi-Fi network. So I am in the YSK. So I have to connect to YSK, and there is a tool called BetterCap, right? In using BetterCap, we can do many attacks. Okay. Now I am going. Can you see these letters? Okay. Better cap if s w than 0. That means I am going to use w than 0. Okay. Now, if I type help, you can see there are help. Okay. Now net dot probe on net dot show. Okay. Now there is our Raspberry Pi. Now I am going to use ARP spoof. Okay. Then I am going to set ARP spoof full duplex. Guys, listen up. Spoof true. Then what is the target IP address? 190.43.191. Okay. Now ARP ban off. Now ARP spoof on. Okay. Now uh, what is it is saying? ARP spoof probing one targets. Okay. Now if you go to the Raspberry Pi and see the ARP table, okay, this seems very slow. Okay, this is not responding. Please give me a minute. Okay, guys, please remember there was a technical issue. My Raspberry Pi turned off because there is low power. Now we will continue again. Now I'm going to connect to the VNC server again. Okay, now it is okay. Now I'm going to use net.probe on net.show. Okay, there is our Raspberry Pi at 191. ARP spoof full for ARP set ARP spoof full duplex. What is full duplex? I told that we have to spoof what? Okay, we have to spoof router and the victim. Otherwise, one will be spoofed. So we are setting ARP spoof full duplex to true. That means we are going to fool both of the router and the at a victim. Then set ARP spoof targets. What is the target? 192.168.43.191. Okay. Then ARP spoof on. Now we are ARP spoof for target probing one targets. Correct. Now what we have done, what we are doing is shouting from this antenna to this router. Okay, I am Raspberry Pi. I am Raspberry Pi. Please send me the data. And to the Raspberry Pi, we are shouting, I am the router. I am the router. Please send me the data. That is what we are doing. Okay. Now, if you go to VNC server and go to Google Chrome, and go to website. Go to a website. You cannot see anything. You cannot see anything because that is correct. The flow is flowing through us, but we are not capturing the packets and display the data. And this is how we are going to do that. Net.sniff on. Now we will see all the data. Now go to the Raspberry Pi and go to some website. Let's say WormWeb. That is a website. Okay. Now if you go to Raspberry Pi, our attacker machine, here you can see that the Raspberry Pi is going to go to WormWeb. We have the information. Guys, did you see? Can you guys understand now what is going to happen? Okay. Now that is the thing. Okay. Now that is the demonstration. And now if you go to your Thorny Python IDE, and here you can see many data. Our Raspberry Pi is going to these websites, right? Now if you go to Raspberry Pi and here it is loading, still loading, all the data is coming through, right? That is why it is slow, but that is the way it is going to happen. Now I'm going to set ARP spoof off. Now I'm turning off the ARP spoof, and I'm going to Python IDE and run our code. Run our code. Now it is running. Now it is looking for ARP spoofing attacks, right? Now after that, if I run ARP spoof on, wait, I think our program didn't start. Okay, this is not the way you are going to run that. go to terminal, cd desktop. You have to go to desktop, and this is the Python file I created. So you should see your Python file, and you should mention your Wi-Fi adapter, right? You are using WLAN 0. Now, if you go to Python 3, then simple.py, it is going to run the ARP attack, ARP detection code. Okay, it is working now. It is working now. Okay, I forgot something. You have to place sudo in front of it. Now it is working. Sudo, you have to write sudo python 3 simple.py. Okay, after that it will work. Now you have to add the administrator permission. After that, when you run the ARP attacks again, here, can you see the alarm is working? Okay, when you turn on the ARP attack, it is going to turn on the alarm, and he is saying to you that, okay, ARP spoof detected. Press any key to reset the security alarm. Okay, when you hit enter, it is going to turn off. But what, we are still doing the ARP attack, right? It is not going to turn off the alarm. Now, in our attacking machine, we can set ARP spoof off. We are shutting down the ARP spoof, and if you go to the Raspberry Pi and hit enter, then it will turn off the alarm. Correct? Did you understand what we are like? I am not sure that you guys understood that we are dealing with separate 3 computers in my laptop. Did you guys didn't understand, right? First thing is this one. In my laptop, you can see the monitor of the Raspberry Pi. So what is this one? I am asking you again. What is this? Is this my laptop? No, this is this Raspberry Pi, right? So what is this? This is me. This is the attacking machine, right? When I run the code, here, when we run the code here, this Python file is going to run on what? On what? Raspberry Pi. So this is the program as Raspberry Pi, not me. Okay, this is not me, and this is me. So if I run the ARP attack again, ARP spoof detected, right? And I cannot stop the alarm until the attacker turn off the ARP attack. Correct? Did you get the idea? So so if we have the time, now we have 6 minutes. Since we have time, I will show you how dangerous the ARP attack is. I said that you can extract the passwords and everything, right? But I didn't show you. This is the way you can do that. Okay. Now, here in my attacking machine, I say ARP ban off. Okay. ARP spoof on. ARP ban off. Okay. Then if I go to the Google web or something, and on the sniffing part, net.sniff on. Am I running ARP attack? Here it already shows. We are going to vulnweb.com, right? Vulnweb.com. Now, do you guys understand? I'm not sure that you guys understand what you are seeing here. Now, this is my machine. Now, this is my machine. The Raspberry Pi is going to what? Vulnweb. It is Raspberry Pi. It is a separate computer. But I can see what he is doing here, right? In my machine. If you go to facebook.com, I can see you are going to facebook.com. I can capture it and I can change it, right? Okay. Now ignore the alarm. Ignore the alarm. Say you are going to what? Let's say HTTP sites. Let's do a Google search. And here you receive data. If you go to this site, I can see that you have you went to these sites, right? Now the interesting part is here. I go to vulnweb. Okay, vulnweb. It is not loading. I don't know the reason. Now, if you go to this one, I see a lot of information, and maybe the reason of vulnweb. Okay, we went to vulnweb, and here in this site you can see there is a login page. Now, forget the Facebook stories. Now this is the login page as Facebook. Okay, when I say my name is 0301 Yasil. This is my username, and the password is, let's say, 31312334. Now, guys, listen up. This is who? The Raspberry Pi. Maybe this is you, not me. Okay, I'm acting as the Raspberry Pi and I'm double acting. That is the confusion part. Okay, this is the Raspberry Pi. Okay, this is the victim. Please understand that. Okay, there is no way that the attacker can see these things. Right now, I am going to log in. Okay, that is the victim. Now, if you go to attacker, this is the attacker. Please understand that. Okay, this is me now. Okay, now if you scroll up, you can see here we have captured the username and the password. Correct? Did you understand that? If you don't understand, please tell me. Okay, we have captured the username and the password. So like that, I can be in the middle and capture whatever data you send to the internet. Did you get the idea? Did you get the idea, right? That is how you do that. And I would like to show you another thing, a DNS attack that I told you. If you even if you request original Facebook, we can redirect you to another site, right? But here we have only 1 minute, so I cannot show you that.